Well, hey, Fly Beautifully fam. I hope that each and every one of you all are having a blessed day. And for the next couple of weeks, you will see on my channel, I will be paying homage to um, our heroes. Our heroes for the month of February. Just for the next couple of weeks, you will see that on my channel. And I hope that you'll join me on learning a little bit about history, our history. And without further ado, before I present my first hero, I have to pay homage to the heroes who have shaped me into the person that I am, into the woman that I am. First, I'd like to start off by saying I celebrate teachers in high school. First, I'd like to start off by saying my hero is my daddy. That's right, my daddy. I take him everywhere I go, especially if I'm in time of need. I take my daddy. When I was going for job interviews, I take my daddy, along with my Aunt Z, because you didn't see, if you saw daddy, you saw my Aunt Z. So, first I like to say my hero is my dad. My dad taught me about respect, loyalty, integrity, and to be a hard worker. He always said, you make sure you see that you give that boss man 100%. With so much wisdom. I used to call him E.F. Hutton sometime because he didn't speak much, but when he spoke, it was something that you needed to pay attention to. So, the first hero kicking off is my dad. You see, I was raised, when it comes to my moral compass and things, I get that from my dad. Respect your elders, I get that from my dad. Mama didn't believe in that turn the other cheek. It was like balancing. But anyway, like I said, I was raised by men. First, my dad, then going into the Marine Corps at 19 years old, I was cultivated, guided, mentored by men of the Vietnam era. Yes, that's right, the Vietnam era. And I was taught a lot of things. But then, let's not only talk the military, we're going to go a step further. After going into the military, before going into the military, thank you, Gary, Indiana Public School Systems. Top notch when I was growing up. We learned about Black history every day. Okay? So, many of my teachers, principals, were doing the social injustice days, civil rights movements, and things like that. I would like to celebrate my French teacher in junior high school, a black woman, Miss Petrie. Miss Petrie, beautiful dark skin with a pixie cut, baby, and spoke that French like no other. She also made me want to go and get Rosetta Stone. And that's why I have Rosetta Stone, so I can continue to learn French. Miss Katie Hall. Miss Katie Hall, she also became I think a representative or in Congress or something like that after teaching, but she was my social studies teacher, Miss Katie Hall. Look her up. Google her. Mr. McCaffrey. Mr. McCaffrey was the curly-haired, blind, dirty blind, uh, white man. Awesome. In junior high, the guidance. Mr. Kennard. Oh, in high school, my biology teacher. Y'all, I love biology until we got to dissect the frog. I must have ripped that frog. I must have tore it all to pieces. But one specific person that I would love to celebrate and that I am celebrating is Mr. Quentin P. Smith. Mr. Quentin P. Smith was the principal of Gary Westside Senior High School in the 70s. And he was a tall man, tall brother, and a silent brother. He didn't speak much, but he walked those halls. When he walked the halls, and everybody knew he wasn't to be played with. Mr. Quentin P. Smith was also a bombardier. I'll insert pictures. Check your history. Now, I also like to thank in the military at the time, he was a Captain Bartashevis. Captain Bartashevis. Captain Bartashevis, I celebrate you. Captain Jacobus, these were their ranks at the time. I celebrate you. Captain Salinas, Hispanic commander in the United States Marine Corps. She was a CO, commanding officer, small, petite woman. I think she went on to become a colonel, lieutenant colonel, or colonel, probably further. But them, oh, and I just cannot forget, just Marine Corps boot camp. Staff Sergeant Silkwood, my senior DNI, my senior drill instructor. My senior drill instructor, you know when you get to the end for graduation and you have the spectators there up on the top decks and everything looking down on us at the parade deck because the graduation is so crowded, right? We're on the parade deck. And when they get ready to pin your emblems on, that tough little short cookie guy came up to me to pin my emblems on, and tears flowed down her face as she said to me, Private Blank. Pretty much, when you first came here, I was her challenge. Those are some story times, y'all. Because I came right off the block, straight from the hood. And she said, but you're gonna make a good movie. And I never forget that. Staff Sergeant Silkwood. And I had Staff Sergeant Tovar and Staff Sergeant Brown. Staff Sergeant Brown and her husband, they were dual military. I found that out after I came into the fleet. But I like to thank all of those people. Those are my heroes. Those people are what molded me into the woman and into the person that I am today. Remember, it's always all about your character. What's inside your character. You could be the most beautiful person on God's clean earth, man or woman. But if you don't have good character, it's not going to work. So now, those are my heroes. And as I said, you will be seeing for a couple of weeks, you will be seeing heroes on my channel. Fly Beautifully Fam, please, I hope you join me, okay, in celebrating these heroes, because they're just not my heroes. I think you will find, as I do this segment, that they are your heroes. They're your heroes as well, okay? So, we're going to go ahead and get into it, okay? Hey fam, the first hero in our spotlight today is Dr. Daniel Hale Williams. Dr. Daniel Hale Williams, born January 18, 1856 to August 4, 1931. He was the first to perform open heart surgery. And let me tell you how bad he was. He was so bad that he performed that first open heart surgery without any x-rays, antibiotics, or modern surgical tools. Could you imagine that? Now he also founded the first interracial hospital in Providence, called Providence Hospital, and it was also a training school. He also created 2 hospitals-based training programs for nursing. Oh yeah, he was a bad something. He co-founded the National Medical Association that we have now, and he also was first African American physician African American admitted to the American College of Surgeons. Dr. Daniel Hale Williams. We salute you, brother. And you know what? He had a famous quote. His famous quote was, anything is possible when it's done in love. And everything you can do should be done in love, or it will fail. Dr. Daniel Hale Williams, we salute you.